gold is the safest investment for women. Is this a myth?
If you are putting 50% of it, then it's a myth.
What does financial freedom mean to you?
You stop working, your money keeps growing, will take care of till your whole life.
One financial habit every woman should change right away.
Stop saving after your expenses, start expenses after your investment.
The nation whose women become active participants in the economy becomes stronger, more prosperous, and truly progressive. Hi, I'm Sharmila Chitare, and you're watching High Heels Talk, where confidence meets conversation. Today we are diving into smart money moves for women and NRIs, exploring the challenges, opportunities, and simple strategies to help women take charge of their financial future from wherever they are. आज हमारे साथ है Mr. Rahul Jawahar, founder and CEO of Rubik Wealth, a terrific finance and investment strategist with over 2 decades of experience under his belt. Hi, Mr. Rahul. You're welcome to my show.
Thank you so much, Sharmila.
Yeah, so today let me start basically with a simple question. Like, I'm sure you have been interacting with a lot of families, interacting and with basically families across all different wealth segments.
Right.
So how should women in India today structure their finances? Please give us some quick tips just to get our viewers started.
So thank you so much, Sharmila. There is a paradox. Women in India already, they manage finances very well. Whether it is like, doing the budget for the household, managing children's, their educations and cash flow in the house, expenses. Women are very good and they have been doing this for centuries. What we have seen is they have not been on the driver's seat, right? And this is where, this is also a very central topic in Rubik that we discuss. And thank you so much for having me here. And this is a very important topic I think we should, discuss. So if you look at what we have changed from last 10 to 15 years, women participation in the workforce has increased.
Right.
I mean, if you look at the urban household, 1/3 of the women, they are participating in the workforce, right? So when you see a lot of women participating in workforce, the entire demographics change. But still there is a gap of how women, they look at investments. If you ask any woman today who actually take care of your investments, you will their husbands or spouses. So this needs to be changed. You become the main earner of the family. So it is also important that you go beyond your managing expenses. There is a gap which I call it as a CFO gap, because the role of CFO is not to just look at the expenses, but also look at the opportunities, how your money can compound, how you can create a wealth, right? So this is a very important part. I think with this podcast, we can figure it out how this can help a woman to transform from mere managing,
Right.
investment to architecturing the entire ecosystem.
True.
So that's the
And
idea.
I think they will do phenomenal in, because women are generally used to doing it in
Yeah.
their household things. So they have the skill, I feel. The only thing that stops them maybe just the fear of, or
Yes.
then probably they have not done it before.
Yes. So yeah, coming back to your question where, what should be the ideal structure? So there is a framework जो होना चाहिए आमतौर पे, and this framework is very, very simple. So the first level is your safety. Okay. So within the safety, you should have at least 6 to 12 months of savings to take care of any kind of medical emergencies.
Correct.
और कभी भी कुछ cash flow की ज़रूरत है. So वो safety bucket बनाना बहुत important है.
Emergency funds जैसे.
Emergency funds, right? And then the second layer is building security for yourself and your family. Okay. So what happens, let's say if you are not married, so at least you should have a health insurance to take care of your, in case of any eventuality, and because medical costs are very, very high. So जो भी आपने सेविंग की है वो सडनली इट विल गेट
Exhausted, yeah.
एग्जॉस्टेड. So वो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस प्रॉपर होना चाहिए. एंड इफ यू आर मैरिड एंड देयर आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन यू, देन आपके पास एक प्रॉपर टर्म इंश्योरेंस होना चाहिए जो आपको वो कवर कर पाए. And the third layer is, once you have this 1 and 2 layer, then you should focus on the growth layer. Okay. The growth layer ही एक ऐसा layer है जहाँ पे आप wealth strategy build करते हैं. So growth layer means whatever you have the goals, है ना, चाहे वो short term के goal हो या medium term के goal हो, then you start allocating funds according to the goal. And that is the growth bucket basically, जहाँ पे आप wealth creation सारी strategies वहाँ पे आप build करते हो. Simple framework level, you should have safety first, then security, and then the growth.
Correct.
Yeah.
Makes sense completely. Yes. So now let's dive a little more deeper, where women's financial journeys are very unpredictable. I mean, I'm sure you must have, experienced that as well with when women come to you for any advice or anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Myself, I can give you an example. Basically, I myself am not very consistent about anything.
Yeah.
I generally, sometimes, and like you said before when we were talking,
Yeah.
that saving kar leti hai.
जी.
But the thing is, how to invest, how to grow the wealth becomes very, I think, stressful बोल सकते हैं, या she's just confused about the whole thing. So I feel that, wanted to ask you basically what is your opinion in such cases about wealth creation?
Yeah, as you correctly said, that women की जो financial journey, that is different from the men.
Correct.
Okay. So typical men की journey होगी, after 25 they start doing the job, 30 years of job, then retire at 60. But if you look at the women journey, they will start, then again there will be some pause because of children, and then they will start again. There would be, sometimes क्या होता है कि family के लिए they take pause. अगर उनके spouse अगर कहीं पे transfer हो गए हैं, so again
Absolutely.
they take some pauses. So it's like start, then pause, then restart. This is the
breaks
journey.
ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं.
Breaks ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं. So I think I would say these all are the chapters within the journey. There are certain chapters. So when you design your wealth strategy, so you design as per the chapters. So let's say if you start your job, okay. So वहाँ पे आपकी runway है. So you accumulate fast. Okay. So जो भी आप जितना ज़्यादा आप save कर पाएं, so you do aggressive accumulation. और किसी रीजन से अगर आपको पॉज करना पड़े तो डोंट स्टॉप एवरीथिंग, राइट. सो यू कंटिन्यू विद सम स्मॉल अमाउंट. लेट्स से अगर आपने कोई एसआईपी की है, सो डोंट कंप्लीटली स्टॉप इट, जस्ट कीप ग्रोइंग इट, बिकॉज कंपाउंडिंग इट डज नॉट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट हैज हैपेंड टू यू. उसको पास से आपके लेना देना नहीं है, राइट. सो आपके फंड्स को जितना ज़्यादा आप लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए इन्वेस्ट कर पाएं, हॉराइजन के लिए इन्वेस्ट कर पाएं, इसके लिए कंटिन्यूटी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो यू कीप कंटिन्यूइंग, एंड देन व्हेन यू गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी अगेन, देन यू go aggressive with it.
Correct.
So I think this way, understanding that it's a different journey, so you can build your strategy accordingly. And typically, I personally feel that, and there is a data also, a lot of research suggests that women are better investor because they are very good at risk management. Okay. So they are not very impulsive in terms of trading. They don't trade more, right? They have a goal based investing. जैसे they will obviously have a long term vision कि मुझे long term के लिए 10 साल के लिए planning करनी है, and they do not sell in panic, right? So these are some behavioral discipline that women they already have, right? So but when you structure everything in the right way, I think women can be a better, they can create a better portfolio of their
wealth creation, I think, happens much better.
Much better.
So I think Rahul ji, आप जो बोल रहे हैं इसमें से I am understanding that consistency is the key,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Even if it is like when you're working, then you do more. When you're not, don't leave.
Yes.
Just थोड़ा थोड़ा, करते
Yes,
जाओ.
yes. You keep, continuing with
This
your
is a
whatever.
very, very good advice. I mean, I
Yeah.
should also follow it, I guess. Excellent. So now the next thing I was thinking about, taxes.
Yeah.
Taxes are synonymous with independence. For me, I used to feel like when I'm paying taxes means like I'm completely independent. So, आपका क्या advice रहेगा to women entering diff tax brackets?
So basically, as you said, when you start paying the tax, you become a principal, right? And you start contributing not only in the family but also in the nation, building the nation, right? So this kind of, you get a first salary, or when you start paying your taxes, that feeling is very, very different. And yes, tax is very important aspect in your entire wealth strategy or financial planning. But so first I would like to say that in India, as per the new regime, if you are earning, let's say, up to 12 lakh, standard deduction of 75,000 to 12.75 lakh, you don't have to pay taxes. Technically, your liability is zero. I would not say liability is zero, but you will not pay any kind of tax. So whatever earning savings that is coming out of that tax savings, right? क्योंकि आपको तो वहाँ पे कोई टैक्स देना नहीं है. So उस सेविंग्स को आप लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए इन्वेस्ट करें. ओके, सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज वो आपकी टैक्स सेविंग है, उसको आप लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए इन्वेस्ट करें. एंड सेकेंडली, to those who are in the bracket of, let's say, 12 lakh to 20 lakh, right? My advice is, whenever you don't do a product-based strategy to save taxes.
Okay.
Okay, because what happens is कि मुझे tax save करना है, so let's say कोई पुराने regime में है तो to fulfill ATCC and all that. So उसमें क्या होता था कि आप टैक्स सेव करने के लिए you are investing in product which are very, very long term. So let's say if you want to save 30% tax, but are you okay with 15 years of lock-in where you will not have a liquidity? Right. So these types of question you must ask, because your decision should not be based on कि मुझे इतना टैक्स सेव करना है. Your decision should be in the mix of कि what are the advantage I'm going to maybe compromise in terms of liquidity, in terms of return and all that. So then this should be a decision making process. Those who are earning more than 50 lakh, I think there are certain surcharges, वो एक surcharge category में आते हैं. They should take a professional advice of chartered accountant and they should consult, there. But overall, I would say to save taxes, you should not buy products.
This is an absolutely great advice, because so many people I've seen, they get stuck into that, that bracket where you start paying taxes and then you are, just to save those taxes, you go and get some products, like you say, ETC or something like that. And then you get again the money stuck for a long term basis.
So there are, for example, NPS and mutual fund, right? So there are two products. Given an opportunity, NPS has some advantage over mutual fund in terms of tax efficiency, right? But when you invest in NPS, your money is locked in till the
what
age of 60.
What do you mean by NPS actually?
It's a national pension scheme, basically.
Okay.
So this is again a product where you can allocate some amount of money. So I'm just giving you the view that these are the two products. One is a better tax structure, or better where you can save some taxes. But NPS, your money will be locked. In mutual fund, you will have a liquidity. So it's not like, I'm not saying that you don't put money in NPS, or you should not put in mutual funds. It's that how much allocation you should do in NPS, that you should have a liquidity also, because you would need money as per your timelines,
right,
your goal timelines. So that is also important to map your goal timelines, and accordingly you have to design your tax strategy.
Okay, very, very important, I feel, because what do you think is the percentage that one should, like in the mutual fund and the NPS, like what would be the percent you would advise?
Both are different products, so there are certain advantages in NPS that, what happens, let's say if I have put money in mutual fund, and after 2 year or 3 year, if I do some rebalancing as per the market cycle, so अगर मुझे लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे कुछ रीबैलेंसिंग की ज़रूरत है, पैसा मुझे इक्विटी से उठा के डेट में रखना है और वापस डेट से उठा के मुझे इक्विटी में रखना है, सो देयर आर सम टैक्स इम्प्लीकेशंस. एनपीएस में वो चीज़ें नहीं होती हैं. ओके, सो आई थिंक द बेस्ट वे डूइंग इट टू, लेट्स से अगर आपको 20,000 की एसआईपी करनी है, सो यू कैन डू एसआईपी इन एनपीएस. 10%, 20% you can do in NPS, and
the
rest
rest
you
would be
can
mutual
allocate in mutual fund plus or other asset
Okay,
classes. So
okay.
10-20% kind of is good.
Oh, that's very, I think,
Yes.
valuable to know.
Yeah.
Let's move on to few more complicated scenarios, basically. So, Rahulji, when we talk about families today, many women are balancing multiple roles. You are working, career hota hai, or then you're looking after your elderly parents. उनके care लेनी पड़ती है, or then you are actually raising children. So, lot of women are balancing different roles. So I wanted to know, over here I know women become very cautious during these time. And they become very, of course they are responsible, but they become cautious, as well as they do with things with lot of emotions, invest with lot of emotions. So while men, how they are, they sometimes just invest as if they are basically auditioning for a Wall Street movie, It's like that. But women are quite cautious about everything. So how should women navigate through all these responsibilities, without compromising their financial well-being? Can you give us some insight on that?
Sharmila ji, this is, I think, a very important question, because yes, in today's times we can see that women is like, in the sandwich generation, I could say, where she has to take care of job, बच्चों को भी देखना है, पेरेंट्स को भी देखना है, घर का भी काम करना है, प्लस सारी चीज़ें, काफ़ी सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती हैं. सो आई थिंक, बट one thing that they should keep the first priority is for their retirement.
Okay.
First. Okay. Why? Because, see, your children will have 20-30 years for their own earning, right? Your parents may get, support from other, siblings as well. But for you, you have to, आपके लिए आपको अपना वेल्थ रिटायरमेंट की प्लानिंग बहुत ज़रूरी है. दैट यू शुड ऑलवेज कीप फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी, बिकॉज इन टुडेज टाइम यू डोंट वांट टू बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन योर चिल्ड्रंस.
True.
That is something the best you can do for your children, right? So, which is, I think, that is very important. So far the structure is concerned, you make it very, very simple. So जो भी whatever earnings you have for, that 1 से 3 साल के बीच में you would need to have certain savings to pay school fees and all that.
Yeah.
Plus your emergency fund. So you can park those in debt-based instruments. So maybe FD, debt funds होते हैं, वहाँ पे आप park कर सकते हैं. But goals are for medium term. Let's say if you are planning to buy a home and you need to accumulate some for the down payment, तो उसके लिए आप 3 साल 4 साल 5 साल का होराइजन है, तो उस टाइप की जो आपकी गोल्स हैं, वो पैसा आप थोड़ा डाइवर्सिफाई कर सकते हैं, थोड़ा डायनेमिकली उसको आप ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं, वेयर यू कैन हैव सर्टेन पोर्शन इन डेट एंड सर्टेन पोर्शन इन इक्विटी. देयर आर ऑल्सो हाइब्रिड फंड्स, लाइक मल्टी एसेट्स हो गया, बैलेंस एडवांटेज, इस टाइप के फंड्स होते हैं म्यूचुअल फंड्स में. वो आप बिल्ड कर सकते हैं पोर्टफोलियो एंड फॉर द लॉन्ग टर्म, राइट, स्पेशली फॉर योर रिटायरमेंट यू हैव टू बिल्ड दैट इन इक्विटी. ज़्यादा आप उसमें 70-80% exposure you can take equity. When I say systematically means every month you start putting some allocating amount in those strategies. So जो आपके horizon 3 years से up to 3 years के हैं, so उसमें आप पार करना चालू करते हो, accordingly you park to 1, 2 and 3, this way. But it has to be with a strategic way, right? And as I said, give yourself as first priority.
First priority, right?
Yes.
And women don't do that at all.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
you have a lot of responsibility, and that
I think that is where the emotional side of the women, they generally think about everybody else more than their.
absolutely yes. And one more important thing that you should protect yourself first.
Correct.
Okay, so let's say if you are earning more than your spouse, right? So you should cover more. Generally मैं ये देखता हूँ कि husband का cover होता है in terms of life insurance, but अगर आपकी earning ज़्यादा है, so उस proportionate से आपकी coverage भी होनी चाहिए.
Yeah, right.
ऐसा नहीं कि equal हो, and also like आपका proper health insurance होना चाहिए जो आपको हर तरीके से cover कर पाए. तो security is also very important that you can build.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean this is for the salaried women or professional women, but those who are having business, those who run business. So what I have observed कि वो I mean जो personal investment को business investment से वो mix हो जाते हैं.
Okay. Right.
I think you should treat it like you are taking out salary. If you are having a business, तो आप अपने लिए जिस तरह से आप सैलरी अर्न करते हो, तो उतना विड्रॉ करो, एंड यू ऑल्सो बिल्ड योर पोर्टफोलियो, योर पर्सनल वेल्थ पोर्टफोलियो, बिकॉज बिजनेस इज योर ग्रोथ इंजन, राइट? बट दिस विल गिव यू अ सिक्योरिटी स्ट्रक्चर. आपका जो पर्सनल इन्वेस्टमेंट है, दैट विल बी योर काइंड ऑफ, यू आर बिल्डिंग अ सिक्योरिटी नेट, I would say.
Correct.
And that your business is your growth engine. So
Correct.
I think
Makes
you have to
sense.
look at both the engines separately, not by mixing it.
So separate them
Yes.
in that way. Correct. So Mr. Jawhar, I truly agree with you on this. But अगर हम urban household को देखें, the dynamics are now evolving. The women are becoming the primary earners. Sometimes they are of course equal earners as well, but surely the women is doing something or the other nowadays. So how has this shift impacted the family financial planning, and what should women in this position be especially mindful of?
First of all, you have to take the driver's seat, right? This is very important. Because all this while women are managing household expenses, but जो financial decision है वहाँ पे
contribute करना चाहिए.
contribute करना चाहिए. That is important. I can say that this is not easy, because if you look at our tradition or what वो जो पहले से जो चलता आ रहा है, so हमेशा ये जो decisions हैं वो men के decisions होते हैं, बट उसको चेंज करने की ज़रूरत है. एटलीस्ट जो आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट है वो आपके नाम पे होना चाहिए. दैट इज, एंड यू शुड ट्रैक इट, एंड यू शुड क्रिएट अ डिसीजन अराउंड दैट मनी, राइट? बट मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली जो मुझे गैप दिखता है वो ये है, दे हेजिटेट टू टेक रिस्क.
Yes, okay. I agree with you.
I mean, and this is very natural. अगर मैं देखूं तो बहुत सारे लोग म्यूचुअल फंड या स्टॉक्स, आई थिंक वहाँ से थोड़ा सा वो हेजिटेट होते हैं कि उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए, एंड दे आर वेरी कंफर्टेबल इन एफडी, फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट्स, और
so true.
So but what I would like to say that both has some risk. अगर आप ये सोच रहे हो कि म्यूचुअल फंड में there is a capital risk, but on the other side there is also a inflation risk.
Yeah.
So let's say if inflation is 6%, and FD interest is 7%, right? And with all the taxes that you pay, you are actually, your capital for a longer period of time, you will not make money.
Correct.
Right? So I'm not saying that, you know, you start taking risk
Yeah.
at immediately, right? Just like, you know, जैसे हम कार चलाना सीखते हैं, so first time it's very difficult, right? But it does not mean कि अगर मुझे डर लग रहा है तो मैं कभी जिंदगी में कार नहीं चलाऊंगा.
Right.
That is not the answer to the, that is not the solution to this. So I think start small, okay, and these all are regulated business. Basically, जो mutual funds होते हैं, you know, these are regulated. You can start with, because there are certain, you know, fund managers, those who manage the funds. But you have to look at, you know, your portfolio, and then allocate, you know, certain amount to start with and continue it. In the journey, you will learn a lot of things.
Right, right.
So the idea is to start the journey and learn from it. That is
Right.
what, you know, I would like to say. So within the structure, I think ये भी आपको अपने structure में लेके आना पड़ेगा, where you start taking decisions जहाँ पे आपकी ज़्यादा compounding, कहाँ पे आपको compounding का benefit मिले, and आपका wealth creation कैसे हो.
Now let us move to, you know, the conversation which is more complex, like transitions, you know, like divorce, for example, where financial independence becomes very critical. So what steps should women, you know, take to build their finances, protect their assets, and plan confidently for the future?
Yeah, I think this is also a very important one, and divorce, or let's say what we have seen during the COVID time, where
Right.
Women lost their loved ones. So I think these are the situation.
Sudden आते हैं ये.
सडन आते हैं,
yeah.
और उसके लिए हमारी उस टाइप से प्रिपेयर्डनेस नहीं होती है. So yeah, regarding the divorce, I think first of all, I think that you should have basically checklist.
Okay.
Okay, because where all the investment has been done, mutual fund में कितना है, fixed deposit में कितना है, आपके real estate में क्या ownership है, you know, all जितने भी आपके assets हैं, वो पहले तो आप उसको mention करो, because you can only claim which you know.
Absolutely.
You cannot claim which you don't know, right? So
Right.
I think that is important. The second thing is that जो आपके इंफॉर्मेशन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हैं उसको आप सेपरेट करना चालू कर दें. सो लेट्स से बैंक अकाउंट है, सो यू हैव टू ओपन अ डिफरेंट बैंक अकाउंट. उसमें जो ईमेल आईडी है, मोबाइल नंबर है, दैट यू हैव टू
Yeah.
अपडेट.
So many times women have their husband's email ID
Yeah,
or
yeah. So
you know, the phone number. उनको ही सब जाते हैं information.
Yes.
Right.
So I think
understand
the
what you're
financial infrastructure जो आपके हैं उसको separate करना चाहिए. And third is that you have to protect yourself. Again, you have to buy health insurance, or if अगर आपके बच्चे हैं, dependent हैं, तो life insurance करना चाहिए. Because अगर let's say अगर आपके husband के साथ आपकी health policy है, so again if you are separating, then you should have a different independent health insurance policy.
Okay.
And then build your you know, emergency fund. As I said, यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आपको ज़्यादा emergency fund की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, because there are lawyer के cost होते हैं, and you may take leave for
Yeah.
someone to. So then काफ़ी सारे expenses होते हैं, उसको mind में रखते हुए then आपको जो भी आपके जो emergency fund है, from 6 months you can raise it to 12 months.
Okay.
So that you know you can comfortably, you know, deal with it. And once you restart your job, और फिर जब पूरी चीज़ें आप separate हो जाते हो, restart your job, then restart with goal based.
Rebuild करना.
तो फिर वहाँ से आप अलग dimension से आप rebuild करना.
Let us move to a little different section. जैसे हमने अभी बात की about diversity of the family setups, you know, for women, Indian women. Another segment is about the NRI women.
Yeah.
So, how is financial planning different for NRIs compared to the residents in India? And what asset class should they be looking at primarily?
Okay, so NRIs, they live in two different territories. So एक तो उनका इंडिया है जहाँ पे उनके एसेट्स होंगे, उनकी फैमिली होंगी यहाँ पे, and they may be working abroad. So there are two things that they should. One is the tax part of it, okay, and the second is currency part of it. Okay. So क्या होता है कि let's say कि अगर आपको इन्वेस्ट करना है इंडिया में, okay, so you have to be very mindful that आप डॉलर में अर्न कर रहे हो और आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट यहाँ पे इंडियन रुपीज में होगी, एंड हिस्टोरिकली 3-4-5% से आपका पैसा डिप्रिशिएट करता है. आई मीन रुपीज जो है वो कमजोर होता है अगेंस्ट द डॉलर, राइट. सो एंड प्लस टैक्सेस, ओके, सो यहाँ के टैक्स. सो आपके जो इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन में करेंसी कन्वर्जन, देयर आर सर्टेन कॉस्ट कि आपको करेंसी कन्वर्जन होते हैं, प्लस डिप्रिशिएशन एंड एप्रिशिएशन, एंड थर्ड इज द टैक्स. सो ये तीन चीज़ें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के पहले. चाहे आप वो, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एसेट्स वेयर यू कैन इन्वेस्ट, म्यूचुअल फंड, you can invest in fixed deposits, you can invest in real estate, you can invest in AIF, unlisted, you can invest in a lot of various opportunities in India, okay. But wherever you invest, you have to look at the three aspects, your currency appreciation or depreciation, whatever, and then the tax and the cost, overall cost, and then you can decide.
This is definitely help.
Decision making framework for you. And if you want to invest in India, so earlier there were a lot of restrictions for US and resident of US and Canada, those NRA who are there in that location. So there are a gift city route which has a better tax structure. You can invest in dollars, so आपको currency conversion करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. And when you redeem money, then it will be in your currency only. So I think Gift City has got has opened lots of opportunities for NRIs, especially for NRIs.
Okay.
So they can explore, what type of instruments it's building. I would say that it's building a lot of new products. Gift City is definitely very important.
This is a very good advice.
Route for NRI investors.
Okay. Yeah. This is absolutely fabulous. Like, this.
And also, आपको ये भी सोचना है कि आपका जो इन्वेस्टमेंट का क्या पर्पस है. मीन्स आपको कब आना है इंडिया, लेट्स से. If you have certain timeline when you are planning to come back to India, so that also changes the things.
Yeah. True.
क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं, रियल एस्टेट में करते हैं, बिकॉज दे वांट 4-5 साल के बाद दे वांट टू सेव, अर्न, एंड दे वांट टू सेटल डाउन और मे बी यूज सम अमाउंट फॉर सर्टेन बिजनेसेस. सो वो प्लानिंग आपको अभी करनी पड़ेगी, राइट. सो वट एवर दैट टाइमलाइन इफ यू हैव, इट्स बेटर. इफ यू डोंट हैव, बट एटलीस्ट you know that what is the horizon that
right. What you are looking forward for, basically.
Yes.
Thoda. Okay. One more thing is very critical, or you can say that a lot of people when I meet, they're very confused about these accounts which we have, like the NRE account or the NRO account.
Yeah.
Lot of them really don't understand that,
Yeah.
So can you explain us in simple terms what they mean, and when should you use all, both of them?
In a very simple way, जो आपके NRO अकाउंट हैं, that is for Indian, जो आपको इंडियन, जैसे आपको रेंट पे करना है, या फिर आपको रेंट कहीं से आ रहा है ना, जो भी इंडियन इनकम है, आपको NRO अकाउंट का यूज करते हो आप, चाहे वो पेमेंट्स के लिए हो, चाहे इनकम के लिए. that is your
within
NRO
India, basically, whatever is there.
Within India.
Okay.
And NRE account is basically for your earnings from so let's say if you are in US, so US में जो आपकी सैलरी आ रही हो, that will come to your NRE account. NRE account is 100% repatriable.
Okay.
But NRO has certain limitation. I think it's $1 million for a year. So,
Okay.
One can check under tax. So in NRE account, if you are so you get your interests are tax free.
Oh, okay.
In an NRO account, you have to pay interest. There are certain instruments in India. So, for example, let's say if you want to invest in some debt fund in India, so you invest through an NRO account. But if you want to invest through mutual fund or buy some stocks, so you use the NRE account.
Okay.
So for the investment vehicles also, there are different account that you would require. So generally क्या होता था कि जो गलतियां कहाँ हो जाती है कि आप NRO account से ही सर आप just maintaining the NRO account, you are transferring your foreign earnings to NRO account, which is not allowed. So basically, so these will create a lot of compliance issues. So one should be aware that आपको दो account open करने हैं, NRE and NRO account. NRE is basically for all your जो बाहर की earnings हो रही हैं, जहाँ पे आप जॉब कर रहे हो, US में हो, कनाडा में हो, कहीं भी, so उसकी earnings को आप NRE account में लेके आप invest कर सकते हो. और NRO account is for your इंडिया में जो भी आपको पेमेंट्स करने हैं या फिर जो भी आपकी अर्निंग आ रही है, that will come to NRO account. So don't mix these account. And also when you start investing in different asset classes, so वो you will get to know, means mutual fund executive will tell you कि सर आपको NRE account चाहिए.
Okay, so they generally guide you.
They will guide you. For example, अगर आप किसी डेट में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं या एनसीडी में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, सो दे विल आस्क फॉर द एनआरओ अकाउंट टिपिकली. So they will guide you, but you should have both the account.
Both the accounts.
Yes.
Okay. And lastly, I wanted to talk about investing in real estate as an NRI. What would be like the hot spots or the places where you would put your investment into, especially for the real estate?
Yeah, for NRIs, I think a lot of NRIs invest in real estate, but I would say that real estate is very important. Also part of your investment. So once you are done with your financial assets, if you build and you have certain to invest, real estate में क्या होता है कि हम ज़्यादातर इन्वेस्टमेंट में हम एनालिसिस नहीं करते हैं. मतलब किसी कलीग ने लिया है, कहीं पे लिया है, जनरली हम अपने होम टाउन के पास हम फैमिली से सुनते हैं कि यहाँ पे वो ज़मीन की कीमत बढ़ रही है और ग्रोथ स्टोरी व्हाट वी लिसन एंड वहाँ पे हम अपना डिसीजन ले लेते हैं. रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट इज़ अ बिग इन्वेस्टमेंट. इट्स नॉट लाइक पुटिंग $1,000, राइट? सो जब आप इतना बड़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन लेते हैं, सो उसके लिए आपको थोड़ा रिसर्च करना चाहिए. जो फ्रेमवर्क में मैं टॉप ऑफ द फ्रेमवर्क ये रखना चाहूँगा कि आप पहले ये इन्वेस्टमेंट का पर्पस क्या है. आपको वहाँ पे रहना है,
करेक्ट, और जस्ट बेसिकली फॉर रिटर्न्स, लाइक
फॉर रिटर्न्स, अगर
ROI के लिए.
ROI, वंस यू स्टार्ट आस्किंग दिस क्वेश्चंस, देन आपको ये भी क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहिए कि फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से अगर आपने रिटर्न पर्सपेक्टिव, यील्ड के पर्सपेक्टिव से अगर आपने ये डिसीजन लेना है, सो देन द क्वेश्चन विल कम whether you should go with the residential or commercial.
Correct.
Okay, and let's say if you decide for residential, then the question will come कि ये पूरे इंडिया में कहाँ पे वो पॉकेट्स है जहाँ पे हाई ग्रोथ या हाई यील्ड मुझे मिल सकता है. So all these decisions are very connected to each other. But one thing in real estate is very important and practically that आप US में रह रहे हैं, कनाडा में रह रहे हैं या आप दुबई में रह रहे हैं, एंड इफ़ यू आर प्लानिंग टू कम लेट्स से नेक्स्ट 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, सो आप वहाँ पे प्रॉपर्टी आप में इन्वेस्ट करें जहाँ पे आपका कोई ना कोई रिलेटिव हो, राइट? या आपको वहाँ पे ही आके
सेटल
सेटल होना है, बिकॉज व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि रियल एस्टेट में उसको रेंट पे भी लगाना है, उसमें कुछ चीज़ें ठीक भी करनी है, आई मीन प्लम्बिंग का काम हो सकता है,
Correct,
पेंटिंग का काम हो सकता है, सो एटलीस्ट यू शुड हैव लोकल कनेक्ट जहाँ पे आपके कोई कनेक्ट ही नहीं है बैंगलोर में, एंड
Absolutely.
right, so all these small factors plays very important role. So far the investment decisions is concerned, when you look at the market, when we talk about the market, especially when we are talking about Pune market, so Pune market, I think most diversified market,
Absolutely.
because we have IT, manufacturing we have, automobiles we have,
Correct.
right, education hub भी माना जाता है, so this market is very diversified market, right. इसमें हर टाइप का लोग है, तो अगर मान लीजिए IT में रिसेशन आ गया, so but you have other market to support the
Right,
demand,
right.
right. Especially for Pune market, it's a growing market, it's closer to Bombay, lot of
Yeah.
infrastructure development happening, and most importantly it's weather wise it's very beautiful.
Yes, that's why most everybody is coming to Pune
Yes.
now, basically.
So now weather has become a very important factor
Right.
in the decision making.
Yeah, true.
So I think you have to look at all the tick mark and all the indices, I would say, to take a final call.
Right.
Yeah.
So excellent, I think. Now, Mr. Jawar, I'm going to move to a little more fun kind of a,
Yeah.
section where I'm going to ask you some rapid fire, if you're okay with that.
Absolutely fine. Yes.
Okay, so let's dive in.
Yes.
So, Mr. Jawar, the first question is, gold is the safest investment for women. Is this a myth?
If you are putting 50% of it, then it's a myth. So gold is basically for hedge. So some 10-20% of diversification is okay, but not 40%, 50% of diversification. Yes.
Okay. The second question is, क्या ऐसा कोई एक फाइनेंशियल मिस्टेक है जो मोस्ट वुमेन मेक?
You can share your portfolio when you are doing some analysis with advisor, but don't share the password or कहाँ से पैसा आ रहा है, what is all these things which are
Okay.
which should be kept with you only,
Confidential.
confidential. So do not share confidential information with anyone.
Okay, great. I think this most women generally give it to someone or the other.
Yeah.
एक लाइन में बताइए, what does financial freedom mean to you?
Financial freedom means, let's say when you stop working, your money keeps growing and you don't have to worry about, so I'll answer it again. I have
Yeah.
not restructured it. So financial freedom in my view is where, you stop working, your money keeps growing, and that will take care of till your life, whole life.
Okay. Wow, I want to be there. And what is one financial habit every woman should change right away?
Stop saving after your expenses. Start expenses after your investment.
Wow.
Means you should not invest after all the expenses. Your investment should come first.
Before, okay.
Yeah, before. And all
Okay.
the expenses after your investment. मतलब जैसे ही आपके मंथ की जब
Correct.
सैलरी आती है तो आप पहले SIP का पेमेंट कर दें, उसके बाद जो पैसा बचेगा then you allocate in your expenses.
Okay, great. NRI versus Indian women, what is the one big investing difference?
Investing difference is like you have currency on your side. So if you are, let's say, NRI investor, you have currency as a tailwind, and for the Indian investor, that is something which is not there.
Rahul ji, how much money does someone need today to start investing?
This is as low as 500 to 1000 rupees.
Oh, is
every
that
month.
so?
Yeah.
Okay.
So अगर आप म्यूचुअल फंड में SIP करना चाहते हैं, so you can start with 1,000 rupees as well.
Excellent. And one advice for women entrepreneurs.
So as I said, for women entrepreneur is use your business as your growth engine and your own investment as a security net. Don't mix these both.
So keep them separate, basically.
Yeah, you make them separate.
Excellent.
Yeah.
This has been such an insightful conversation. Thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you so much, Sharmila.
This has been such an insightful conversation. Practical, honest, thankfully not terrifying. Money should empower us, not confuse us. To everyone listening, whether you're a working woman, an entrepreneur, or an NRI planning your future, remember, wealth creation is not about how much you earn, but how wisely you plan. Thank you so much for joining us today. And to our audience, this is Sharmila Chitre signing off from High Heels Talk. Stay classy, stay confident, and keep making smart money moves. See you in the next episode.